a little sports, a little life.
Look at the size of that crow. He's huge.
A lot Saskatchewan. This is the Bunnyhug Podcast with Grant Dick and Jason Blank.
Well, it's been a little while since we've connected there, G. But people, I hear our 6 fans have been wanting and asking for an updated Bunnyhug podcast.
Yeah, you know what it was is that Christmas break, Dale and Margot came to Moose Jaw, and on their trips, they always like to listen to the Bunnyhug podcast. So they were giving me shit because we didn't have any new episodes out there. And I'm like, hey, you know what? We got jobs too.
That's right. Exactly. But, I missed it. I have missed it because we always have so much fun doing this because, first of all, it gives us a chance to talk and really to relive our lives vicariously through each other, which is awesome.
It's good. I mean, you don't have to live in Saskatchewan to be here.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, I don't think anybody actually that's from Saskatchewan lives in Saskatchewan. Do they anymore?
No, that's our best export. Like our greatest export is the people.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about this the other day because it's been 30 this year. Come July, it'll be 32 years since I have resided in Saskatchewan. And if you look, I'm still green.
Yeah, you brought Saskatchewan with you.
Yeah.
So that's how it goes. Yes. Yeah.
Well, let's start with the pride of Saskatchewan. We haven't had a podcast since the Grey Cup, and I know you and I were totally diehard green, ready for the Grey Cup, and there were moments in that Grey Cup where I was like, okay, how are we going to lose this?
Yeah. It's such a strange feeling because that's exactly what goes through your mind as a Rider fan,
Yeah.
right? Which stupid play are we going to make? Is it going to be a penalty? Is it just going to be a bad interception, tipped ball somewhere? You just don't know.
It's going to be a missed field goal or something along those lines. And there was a couple times where they were kicking, and I'm like, okay, all you got to do is just get it in, and then
Right.
I can. But through that whole game, there was no moment where you could just take a, okay, we've got it.
No, there was none, and that's it's not good for my heart, your heart. Like it's all of Saskatchewan. There's probably 15 heart attacks during the Grey Cup.
Yeah.
We should do some stats and look it up.
Well, actually, we should reach out to Bodie because Bodie would know.
He would know.
He would know.
That's right.
How many calls did he get during the Grey Cup? Because he's an EMT, of course. How many calls did he get during the Grey Cup because of that? So I'll give you a little bit of background story for the Grey Cup. So, of course, Grey Cup weekend, Mom and Dad live a block away, so go over to Dad's, and he's in his green. He's in his Riders green. But Jen and Tammy and myself, we all bought him a Roger Aldag Roughriders jersey for his 70th birthday. So it's Grey Cup weekend. I'm in my jersey. Dad's in his golf shirt. And I'm like, we bought you this thing for these moments, Dad. So, why aren't you wearing your shirt? Well, I didn't think we should do. I'm like, go upstairs, get your jersey on. If you don't wear your jersey, we're not going to win.
It's funny because we went to the Western Final here. It was cold, but me and Brad and Dale and the kids, we went and stuck it out. And you watch Brad wearing his jersey. It's got stains from 1963 that weren't even his, I'm sure.
It's funny because I go into my Facebook history and pictures, and there's a picture of us in Regina by your old place in just off Arcola, and Brad's probably wearing that same damn jersey.
Yeah, right? That's right. I think it is the same one.
So there's stains from that night, too.
It's so funny because it's a superstition thing. Like you got to wear the things that make you win, but like we talked in the beginning, who knows? Because we don't win that often. So maybe our superstitions just not relevant.
Well, and that's the wildest thing when you think about the Riders, because the Riders have been around since 1905, right? So 120 years this franchise has been around, and you can count on one hand how many times this team has won the Grey Cup. Like,
Yeah.
isn't that sad?
It is sad, and it's this year probably different than the other years, and it just became more aware to me. Maybe it's because I'm older. And it was like, yeah, I've only seen this happen like 4 times, but that they've been around for 100 and some years, and
Yeah.
we only have 8 teams in the league or 9 teams in the league. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. It's funny because I've seen it like a graphic brought up, and all these, like, Toronto's got all these Grey Cups and Saskatchewan with 5. And it's like, how that, like, statistically, that is almost impossible.
Right?
And they always, like, I was watching TSN the other day, and they were going through the greatest Grey Cup moments of all time. And they always bring up the one that the Riders lost to the other Rough Riders in Ottawa in 76, I think it was. And I don't know why, but it seems like the rest of the country loves to show our pain, because in that same show, they, of course, do the 13th Man. And like, that was like, being a Rider fan through the 13th Man was the most painful moment as a Rider fan in my life.
Now, what I will tell you is that the Blue Jays this year is a very close second.
Very close.
Very close. Because that hurt.
Oh, did it ever hurt?
Yeah.
And it was so much fun to watch the Blue Jays going through their tear. Like, it was, and me and Dad, we watched, and that's the best thing too. It's not about really watching the game. It's who you're watching the game with, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And, Dad and I were talking Blue Jays, and, Jen, of course, my sister, ended up going to one of the playoff games against New York.
Right.
And, like,
That's right.
Oh, I know. And like, there's very rare times where I'm envious. But I was envious. Like, God, to be there.
And I think she mentioned to me that, it's like, I was on the fence about texting you about it. It's like, yeah, but you still did. You texted me about it to rub it in. So,
That's right.
thanks.
Yeah, and she showed me pictures, and I'm like, well, thank you for letting me live vicariously through you. And it's funny how many times I live vicariously through people.
That's right.
Like,
you're good at it, though. You're good at it.
Thank you very much. It's Tammy was going on a vacation down to Mexico, and she sends a picture. I'm like, oh man, that'd be nice. Yeah, that'd be nice sometime. Yeah. So, but oh well, it's all right. That's what makes it fun, though, is you get to live vicariously through people.
We're still smiling, right?
I'm always smiling, brother. Always smiling. Yeah. So, talking a little bit more about Rough Riders, and so we can talk a little bit about the changes to the CFL. Okay, I'm pissed off about the Rouge. I'm sorry. I'm putting it out there. I love the Rouge. I love the Rouge, and now you're taking it away. I don't think that's right. Here's an example. So one year, our high school football team, the Titans, we played St. Paul in the provincial championship. We get down to the 20-yard line, and our kicker is not the greatest, but our punter can punt.
Yeah.
So last play of the game, instead of going for the 3 points, they go and kick it to the coffin corner, and they can't run it out, and we get the single point to win the provincial championship on a Rouge. Like, there is no better win in the CFL or in Canadian football than winning a championship on a Rouge.
I'll give you this. I mean, in the high school realm, especially in Canada, that's a true point. Our field goal kickers is not our forte.
Yeah.
I mean, we can ice fish, but we can't do field goal kicking.
Except for now.
For some reason.
You can't ice fish right now because it's ridiculously warm.
Yeah. But I will say is I don't like the Rouge for the fact that if you kick a field goal and miss, you still can get a point.
Yeah.
And win. I don't like that.
Yes.
The punt I can see, kicking through maybe, but you shouldn't get a point for making a mistake.
For missing,
right.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't care about the moving the post back.
No,
doesn't.
That's actually that's safer for the receivers, anyways.
Where it's going to suck though is for high school, and because they've all got to change their rules. And like some of these older fields, like here, for instance, there's no way that they're going to be able to afford to ever move the goalposts. So it'll be like they'll have lines and they'll like dot lines around it. It'll be kind of like Les Nessman's office kind of style, right around there. So it'll be the goal line, and then they'll dot it back to the goalposts or whatever. And so it should be interesting to see what'll happen when they change it to 100 yards and all that stuff. But
it sounds to me like a GoFundMe project. Right?
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. It could be a total GoFundMe project. So, I was talking the other day about, growing up and how things have changed so much with technology. And in our generation, us young guys, we're not young anymore, but us young guys, that when we were young, we would be like outside all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now, the kids, they're not. So, like, I talked about on my radio show this morning, like, snowball fights. Like, this would be the prime time to have snowball fights. And, like, so back in Saskatchewan, we always had snow. Like, no matter what, there was always snow. And snowball fights were, like, a rite of passage when you were a kid. Did you ever get any like, were you aggressor or were you a target?
Oh, definitely aggressor. But that comes from growing up baseball.
Yeah.
We played baseball in the summer, and there's I just got to keep my arm warm for the winter, so I'm going to throw some snowballs. Right? We may have poured some hot water on them and froze them a little bit to make it sting a little bit more. But our Saskatchewan boys are tough, right?
That's right.
Just make sure you don't hit the girls.
Yeah. See, the problem was I was the target. Like I was never an aggressor. I was always a target. So I was always the resulter of those ice balls and stuff.
Ice balls.
Yeah.
Sorry, bud.
Well, hey, that's why you always got the thick parka. Like, that was the key. Yeah. When you went parka shopping, you always had to get that thick parka, because that way you had some good insulation when it was cold, but also when you're playing, snowball fights.
But what about, at school when you were playing with the red utility ball and it was wintertime and you got smoked in the face? That thing hurt.
Yes, it hurt.
It hurt like a motherfucker.
It's like, you'd have like the burn and you would see the markings. Like that would be the crazy. Exactly. Yeah, see the markings on your face, and it would take like at least an hour for it to go away.
Yeah, I don't remember what the name was, but I could see the name etched in my face of that ball.
Yeah. And so dodgeball was where we got it the most. Or else soccer. Like, I remember one time I was playing soccer, and they always put me in net because I was a big frame. So I could stop the ball. So I decided to stop it with my face. Yeah, that was not the good way to stop the ball. And I had that the actual checker mark. Like that mark. I had that a couple times on my face, and I'm like, so going back to, do the kids still do this? Like, do they still snowball fight now?
No, they don't.
No.
The closest thing they get to a snowball fight is when they're watching Elf on the Christmas movie. That's really it, because they show him throwing the snowballs. But that's it. In general too. I was thinking about this for parents. How they used to tell you that they walked both ways uphill in deep snow through to get to school.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when they became parents, and they had us as kids, well, they didn't really have to parent much very long, like 3 or 4 years, and then you get out of the house and go play. come back at supper time.
Exactly.
That was really it, right? So it's like nowadays is like you gotta watch your kids until they're 18, and sometimes even longer than that. Right?
Well, that's true. And it's funny too, because when we were growing up, of course, everybody played cards, and you used to have like our parents had friends, and there'd be a card night every weekend or something like that. And us as kids, they'd be like, man, just go walk down to the Happy Shopper. We don't care. Yeah, go play at the park, whatever, just as long as you're home by the time the lights come on. Yeah. So, like, our generation now, we don't do that. You don't have the neighbors come over and play cards or anything like that. So I guess we do have to hang out with our kids because they're our social network.
Exactly. Yeah, that's who they are, right? It's like, oh, okay, well, my best friends are, my kids, right? Like,
Well, that's good, I
yeah,
guess. But is it though?
right.
Like, it was funny. I was thinking this the other day because a lot of the guy friends I had here in town, they don't live here anymore. So, like, if I need to move something, thank goodness my old man he's in good shape. Like, Dad's still in good shape. Like, I was helping him move the other day,
Yeah.
But if he's the guy I'm calling. And I'm like, that's not right.
It's not right, and no, the fact is that I don't have those people around.
Yeah.
Like all those people that I helped move in the past, they're not here to help me.
Yeah, they moved.
They moved. They're in Alberta.
Yeah. Yeah, we're here. Yeah, exactly. But they're not here. That's the thing. Yeah, they moved, but they didn't move to where I live. So
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're not in Drumheller.
No. So yeah, it's kind of interesting that how that dynamic has changed, right? When we were kids, we were always so close, and our parents were so close, and you don't see that as much anymore.
No.
Or maybe it's just people don't want to hang out with me. That could be it too.
No, it's definitely that way. It's not as close as it used to be.
No.
And I think COVID had a lot to do with it too.
Yeah.
Right. How old was Chloe when COVID hit? Right?
She'd been 5-ish, 6-ish, yeah.
Yeah. Right. And so just about the same time our parents kicked us out of our house.
Yeah, good
right?
point. Yeah. And so we couldn't kick them out.
Yeah.
Well, we could as long as they wore a mask.
That's right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, and that's changed the whole world, the way we socialize. It really does. Like it's completely different. Because we don't. When's the last time you really went out for AKA drinks?
Oh, yeah, that's actually been a while. For me, it was every weekend, right?
Yeah.
It's probably been a good year that I've went out.
Yeah,
out like that.
Exactly.
Right?
Like we used to know, like, well, you knew the bars here in town, and but and that's the thing. You just don't do it anymore. Like, and it's like how are they staying open?
Yeah, this is true. It's like I wonder, because I should have stocks in Boston Pizza.
Yeah.
for how much money I spend.
I think you do, don't you?
Yeah. We still go. Once in a while with Mom and Dad for half price wine on Saturdays.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But go for half price wine, but I drink beer or tequila.
Exactly.
So,
but it is funny how our social network has become our parents too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I love spending time with my parents, your parents, when they come down here too. Like, I always make a point to hang out with them and do things with them. And even Mom and Dad's, like, Mom's cousin Linda, like when they come down, same thing. You always spend time with those people. And it's funny how, because I guess we were always so close growing up, maybe that's why, that we still feel so comfortable and we want to spend time with those people. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, really, your mom and dad became my second mom and dad, and the same with my mom and dad became your second mom and dad. Yeah, that's really how it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, it's kind of cool though that we still do that though. It was funny that this last week I was up and seen my sister. I went up to Jen's in Drayton, and I only had an hour, but it was just nice to relax and spend time.
It was good. I went up there when that women's hockey game was on up in Edmonton, and got to see her, and so stayed overnight. That was just good, hanging out with her and Dennis.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when I walked in the door, usually that would have been, here's a beer, Grant, but it wasn't that. It was just let's sit down and have. I was drinking water when I walked in, and a Diet Pepsi, and then ordered some Boston Pizza, but we didn't actually drink at all, and it was just a good conversation. So it definitely is not the same time when I went and visited them in Rosedale. No. And they lived there. And we stayed up till 6 a.m. watching the sun come up,
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, so, as we've gotten older, isn't it? You find that like I never thought I'd get to that point where 9 o'clock. It's like, yeah, I could probably go to bed.
Oh, yeah. No, I never thought that in my life, and then it's like, that's who I am now.
Yeah,
That's
exactly. You know, and it feels comfortable. And you know what? It's funny because our Annie K used to always say, "Up with the chickens."
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm up with the chickens every day, and even on my days off, I'm still up like 6 a.m. Yeah, so I can go feed the chickens if I had to, if I had chickens.
Yeah, that's right. If you just so you know, if you move to Tampa, they allow chickens to walk around the street, and the place. Yeah, so that's a place you want to live if you want to have chickens.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no, I don't want to live in Tampa. I'm good. Although I wouldn't mind the plus 30 temperatures, but the hurricanes kind of scare me a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a different world. We have to deal with blizzards not quite as often as they have to deal with hurricanes. Preparation for blizzards, we're good.
Yeah.
I mean, we're prepared.
And that's the interesting dynamic with your job that I've been always fascinated with, because you go from like the winter tundra of Regina to Minneapolis, which is similar, and then could end up in Tampa, which is like tropical, or Brazil of all places, which is like extremely tropical. And like the irony of having head office of Mosaic in Regina, Saskatchewan, and all these other places that are all nice and warm.
Well, so the head office truly is in Tampa.
Yeah,
Tampa. But we do have the potash head office here, so that's good. But it is interesting because I talked to the Brazilian folks today, and while I send them a screenshot and it says 2 degrees Celsius and they're like, 2, that's so cold. I'm like, you don't know cold. Well, it's plus 40 there right now.
Yeah.
Right. And plus 40, and then like a monsoon rain. The one guy said it rains like what did he say? Oh, like when Noah was around.
Oh,
right? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like the biblical sense.
Yes.
He's gonna flood. It's gonna flood.
So yeah, they're 2x2 is what they're saying.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
But yeah, for them, like the concept of minus 20 would just blow their mind, right?
Yeah. It just I've been down there where I show up in the wintertime for them, so it's like June, July, in North America, summer. But I show up and I'm wearing my golf shirt and shorts, and sandals, and everybody's got a parka on, and I'm like, what are you doing? Well, it's only 17 degrees today. I'm like, yeah, 17. It's great.
Let's go swimming.
Yeah, exactly.
Hit the ocean. Come on, it's gonna be nice. Yeah, it's just wild. And right now here, you guys are a little cooler, but today in Calgary hit 17, 18 degrees. 18 degrees in January.
Yeah, I heard that it was looking, they said it could hit 20 in Lethbridge and the Calgary area. Yeah.
Didn't get it here, but yeah, it's still, nice enough that I thought about wearing shorts today. At least I thought about it. It was in the mind. I didn't do it, but I thought about it.
I would have probably still worn my jeans with sandals. That would be really it. That's as far as I go.
Yeah.
But that being said, I do just like wearing shorts all the time. Like I'm not really ever that cold, because if you go from the inside of your house to the inside of your car to the office or wherever you're going to the store, you don't really have to spend that much time outside.
Yeah,
shorts are okay.
Shorts are okay. Shorts are okay.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about the Flames much. So I know, and it's tough because again, us being diehard Flames fans that we are, I can already see us right now the way it's looking that we are going to be in the first position out of the playoffs and be really pissed off at the end of the year.
It's one of those things where, and I found it to be the same as Miami Dolphins. Right? It's if you win like half of your games, so you don't make it to the playoffs, but you also don't get the first pick overall.
Yeah,
I mean that's really the way we like to play our teams.
Yeah, but then if you're like, okay, we're talking football. Let's switch football quickly. Cleveland Browns, they've sucked forever, and they get these picks and they still suck. Like I don't know how can they still suck. Like they've even got Sanders is there now, And
Yeah.
like I think he's going to be a great quarterback, but he's in Cleveland.
So he's not going to have anything to protect him.
No, and he's going to throw it to like the wall. Like, who's going to catch the ball there? Like,
it is a strange thing, and I would have before McJesus showed up to Edmonton, I would have said the same about Edmonton. How many first round picks did they have before they got the golden child? Right.
I know, and they still can't win. Like, they still can't win the trophy. And this year, again, they still need a goaltender. Like, they're still looking for that goaltender. And it's funny because, that's where our Flames we're safe, because we've got Dustin Wolf for the long term. I don't think he's going to save us, but that's where you build from, right? And so Calgary will be just on the cusp of making the playoffs for the next 7 years.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, we come to the trade deadline here. I feel like Anderson's probably going to go.
Yeah.
I probably Kadri too.
He could.
If we can if we get some good picks back from there. I like the way the heart of the team works with Coleman. But I know he got hurt a couple of games ago. But the way they play when everybody's playing, they're a hard team to play against. So yes, I think you're right, though. We will get just to the cusp, and we might make the playoffs next year. Not this year, but next year. But it'll be by just the skin of our teeth.
Yeah.
Right? It won't be much.
Yeah, we were in the Gavin McKenna sweepstakes. Like, Gavin McKenna was coming. He was coming here. It's like, okay, cool. The Flames suck. We're like 32nd. Okay, we got Gavin McKenna. Then they go on a nice win streak, and we're like 2 points out of a wild card spot. I'm like, okay, so now do we want to be in the playoffs? Because you just got to get to the show, and then anything can happen, right?
Magic can happen. That's right.
So I still think, okay, if we're going to get in, just get in, and then let's see what happens. Like, even if we lose one round, it's okay, because we got in, right? That's the sad thing about being a Flames fan. Like, we were talking about the Riders, who have been around since the Flames have been around since 1980, and they have won championship. And you and I remember it dearly because of Lanny McDonald, 1989. The only championship for the Calgary Flames. But at least we're not Canucks fans.
At least we're not Canucks fans. They have none at all. And, I mean, anybody that's going to say that the Montreal Canadiens are, the best team is like, well, Calgary's only been in the league and they won one. Well, Montreal's only won one since Calgary's been in the league as well.
That's true.
No, they won two.
They've won two. They won two, yes.
Yeah. 86 and 93.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But
well,
Calgary was there in 86. Yeah, Calgary was there. We were on the cusp of winning that one too. And we did win in 2004. But I digress.
Yes.
Oh, crazy. Anything else we want to wrap up with, brother? It's been
one more thing.
Go ahead.
We got to talk hockey because the Olympics are coming up.
Oh, yes.
In a couple of weeks.
Yes.
So I seen Braden Point got hurt last night or the day before.
Okay, yeah.
So, you're a sports analyst. What would you say, and who would you say should replace him on Team Canada?
So Bedard should be Celebrini.
Well, Celebrini's already there.
So Bedard was the one that's not there. So it'll be Bedard then. That's who should be coming.
I think so too. If you want to kind of put that type of player, Braden Point is. I think it matches with what Bedard's style is as well.
And I understood why they didn't select him, because Bedard was injured at the time, and they weren't sure when he was coming back. Well, he's back now, and he'll be ready. And so I love this that the NHL's back there. I love that everybody's talking about this arena like it's like.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I see the big screens there. They're sweet.
Yeah.
I think
it's a little bit better than the Tuxford rink out there.
Right? That's right. It's the crushed can. It's going to be sweet. Yeah. But I think that Canada's got a great chance. I honestly think they are still, and we always say it's Canada's game. Well, I'm sorry, but it is.
Yeah. When I looked, you look at that the three-headed monster. It's McDavid, McKinnon, and actually Celebrini.
Yeah,
like the way he's playing.
Mm-hmm.
And then McCarr, McCarr.
Yeah, I know, right? And all these
Crosby,
things.
like it just like
The only thing I'm worried about for Team Canada is goaltending. That's the only thing that I guess worried maybe is a little strong, but we used to be known for our elite goaltending in Canada, and we've got some good goaltenders, but there's none that really they're not elite like the U.S. has elite goaltenders. Like Connor Hellebuck is probably far the best goaltender, and they've got a bunch of guys down there that so they've built from the back end out. But we can score. So let's just light them up. Let's go 10 goals every game and we'll be fine.
Well, I'll tell you this. Go watch the overtime of the Four Nations. And you'll change your mind a little bit because you see that the save that Binnington made.
Yes.
It was unbelievable.
I know.
Unbelievable on Matthews. And so then we get down and then McDavid scores. So that helps me. Every once in a while, if you go back and watch the Golden Goal 2010, even if you want to go back to Salt Lake City in 2002, you can go back and watch these things that just make you feel warm.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. Never go wrong with Canadian pride. All right, G. Well, we'll do one before the Olympics for sure. We'll do another one here before the Olympics roll out, and that way we can talk about all the obscure sports that we're cheering for, like skeleton and skeleton is one of my favorite ones to watch because who would hurl themselves down a track, feet
head
first? Well, head first skeleton, lose feet first. Let's see, and let's get to speeds over 100 kilometers an hour. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
It seems like it's safe.
and you're trying to win by 1/100th of a second.
Yeah, it's crazy. I do, but I do. Yeah, I like watching. I like watching the ski jump too.
Me too.
It's just cool.
I don't know. Is it like watching a race that you're waiting to see someone just totally wipe out on a ski jump or what?
I want to witness it in person. Almost like I got to see it live, right?
Yeah.
So I can talk about it at work.
Exactly. Did you see that? He just totally wiped. Like his leg came off.
Yeah, I just couldn't believe his leg would fly that far. That's crazy.
Okay, well, I guess we know what our next one's going to be about then.
It's good, and then we can have a follow up to say what happened at the Olympics after it's all said and done.
Sounds good. All right, G. Well, thanks for this, brother. Great connecting with you again, and we'll talk again soon.
Yeah, good to see you, man.
Well, that was almost better than the smell of a freshly harvested field after it rains, eh? Almost. This has been the Bunnyhug Podcast, hosted by Grant Dick and Jason Blank, with production assistance from Scott Mitchell. He's basically the 13th man. We, pay him in Pilsner. Hey, who wrote this? Subscribe wherever you get your favorite podcasts, and search for the Bunnyhug Podcast on Facebook. Produced by Blankman Productions.